Yeah, so the reason the 45 caliber bullet exists and the reason they got rid of the reason they made cocaine illegal is because when blacks were working the docks in the late 1800s, early 1900s, they had these things. There was a rape, obviously. That's what always happens, right?
Yeah.
Emmett Till, all of them, right? So a woman reported a rape, and a cop had came up, and there was a black dude on cocaine because they would give the dock workers cocaine to keep them up all night.
Yeah,
that's when it was legal.
Oh.
And then there was a coked up black dude, right? Real big dude, I guess. And a woman was saying, he's chasing me, right? And he was, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but the cop was shooting at him, and there was no stopping power enough, except for the bullet. So they'd make a bigger bullet, the 45 caliber bullet, because what they're using was like something like a little over a 22.
Damn. And you know, this is some real shit because there's a crackhead back in the day. I shot that nigga 9 times with a Tech 9, and he kept running down the alley.
Different crack, though. Different coke.
That was crack. Yeah. They said that was coke. This was crack.
Yeah, it's medicinal cocaine.
Coke and crack, according to Carl Hart, they're the same thing.
They are the same thing. One just
one
just has baking soda. That's all. It's just you're just freeing the base of the powder. That's why it's called free base. Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Which probably made it famous. Yeah,
but crack is different.
Cocaine crazed Negroes. That's what they called them.
The difference is in sentencing.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yes.
The difference in sentencing is crazy.
Yeah,
powder
definitely.
to rock.
It's crazy.
Didn't Obama change that shit?
Somebody must.
I hope.
I don't believe it's the same anymore.
I think Obama changed it. I want to say he did, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
Let's find out if the same sentencing for crack and cocaine. You know, that's the same shit they did with marijuana.
Yeah.
When William Randolph Hearst was trying to make marijuana illegal, they put out these stories saying that black and Mexicans were raping white women, and they blamed it on this drug. They blamed it on marijuana when marijuana wasn't even called marijuana back then. The marijuana was a wild Mexican tobacco.
Right.
So they made this new name. So when Congress was making marijuana illegal, they didn't even know they were making hemp illegal. What the target was hemp, the commodity. They were trying to make the paper illegal, and they were trying to make the textiles illegal. Because William Randolph Hearst, not only did he run Hearst newspapers, but he also had paper mills. And then on the popular Science magazine, on the cover, it said hemp, the new billion-dollar crop, because they came up with a new way of processing it, a new machine called a decorticator. And so when they invented this decorticator, it's exactly the same kind of thing.
Right.
And then when they invented this thing, people were all going to start growing hemp, and hemp is a superior paper. It's better for clothing. And William Randolph Hearst like, not so fast.
Really?
So he made it all illegal so that he could just keep his paper mills and keep making them with wood and keep using all the things that he's already used before and
instead of hemp,
controlling the industry.
That's amazing that they could literally just say that about black people.
They're
raping everybody. Well, we got to get rid of it then.
Well, they made up a name for the plant. Oh, the plant already had cannabis. It was so they're like they call it marijuana. It was like, oh my god, like bath salts. Like, oh geez, it's a new thing. What is this?
PCP.
That's what you know. PCP is the same thing as ketamine.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
Carl
ketamine,
Hart.
Special K. When I went to Australia, that's all the bitches was snorting. They ain't had no real cocaine.
but it's a tranquilizer. That's what.
They was snorting all ketamine. They said, you want some coke? I said, that ain't real cocaine. I said, we are all the way in Australia. We are thousands of miles from Colombia. You don't have real cocaine here. I don't believe it.
They don't get real cocaine in Australia?
Nah. They snorting Special K.
Really?
Yes,
what
ketamine.
About the UK? Because every time I go out there, they always have coke. But I'm like, there's no way.
You know what? All the big Colombian drug dealers, they ain't fucking with America no more. They going to Europe. It's easier to import the drugs.
Really?
It's way easier. They making way more money, and you get less time. When I was locked up in Europe, you know what I'm saying, for that bullshit I was locked up for.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, it was guys in the cell that was there on drug offenses, and I'd be like, damn, how much you get caught for? They be like, man, I got caught with like 4 keys. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, how much time you about to get? He's like, 18 months. I'm like, what?
The way it should be. That's the
what
way
I'm
it should be.
But you get caught with that over here, you're doing 18
years.
You're doing 18 years.
Kellen Winslow Jr. is getting 14 years for rape.
Who is?
Kellen Winslow Jr. Kellen Winslow's son, right? He played for Miami.
He raped somebody?
He raped.
He gave me rapey vibes.
Yeah, but he raped homeless women.
Oh my God.
Like in their 50s.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give him 20 years.
Yeah, he got 14.
He should.
I'm saying, bro, it should be 30. It shouldn't be like, because if I go at 4 kilos, I'm probably going to jail for 30 years.
Definitely, for sure.
See what I mean? But if I rape a woman, 3 women, I'm going for 14 years.
Yeah, the thing about kilos
and they'll get rid of cocaine.
The other thing about kilos is, like, it's only valuable if somebody wants to buy it.
Right.
Like, somebody has to want it. Like, you're not really doing anything wrong. You're just getting something to them that they want. you're not really hurting them.
No.
You're
I'm
allowing
enabling.
them. Yeah, you're allowing them to do coke.
Right.
And how many? I mean, if you were just doing coke, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Want some ice?
Yeah.
The thing about coke is like, if you're just doing coke, like real coke, not all this cut up shit. This is the other thing that Dr. Carl Hart, he's actually a professor at Columbia, and
Oh, the dude that does heroin?
does heroin, yeah.
Yeah. I
He's
seen that shit. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? He said I'm
Interesting-
functional.
Interesting guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's, first of all, he wasn't doing any drugs at all until in his 30s when he was a research scientist.
Word.
And he realized while he was studying these chemicals that all the propaganda we're spreading about them was all bullshit. So he started trying them.
I mean, everything's better in
Open.
moderation, man.